Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. My name is Kiris. This week in astrology, we have the Sun square Saturn, the new moon in the sign of Cancer, and Mercury, the planet of communication, enters the sign of Leo. Starcasting to you from the City of Angels. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and listening to the Voice of Astrology podcast. This is your astrology cosmic superpower for the week beginning Sunday, June 22nd through Saturday, June 28th, 2025. Let's journey together with astrology and explore how to connect with the stars, the planets, the energies for our new week ahead. Sunday, the Sun's Day, June 22nd. Know always that you never have to do anything to earn someone's love, including and mostly the love you have for yourself. As we start off the week, we have the Sun in Cancer making a square aspect to Saturn in Aries. The Sun square Saturn brings up issues of self-worth, self-value, connected to the family. This is the Sun in Cancer, home, family, emotion, what you care about, with this square to Saturn, which puts conditions, boundaries, limitations around the soul's expression of the Sun. Saturn is about hard work and staying the course and accomplishing goals. Saturn teaches us tough lessons that are necessary to move forward in life. But when Saturn and the Sun are squaring off with each other, this is the expression of the Sun. Think of yourself as you as a unique, original star, light to shine. You have your own unique originality with the Sun's expression, Sun in Cancer. It's also what you love and care about with emotional, caring Cancer with the Sun. Saturn making this square with the Sun is, well, when you finally accomplish enough. This is Saturn, which is very ambitious, wants to go to the top of the mountain, wants to accomplish the impossible, wants to accomplish great success. When these two planets are making a square to each other, the lesson here of Saturn is you never have to earn somebody's love. Most of all, again, your own. You were born whole and complete, an eternal, immortal soul that has your own unique light expression to shine, your own originality. So the Sun square Saturn, which typically connects to issues with the father, because the Sun is male. Also, Saturn ties into the male expression of the world and your value in the world, because Saturn is connected to the 10th house of the world. Just know that as you are starting off the week, you are whole and complete and beautiful, perfect the way you are. You don't have to do anything. And most importantly, again, you don't have to do anything to feel that you are valuable and that you are worthy of love. Does the Sun square Saturn mean don't work hard, don't accomplish goals, don't set your sights on success? No, that is not the Sun square Saturn at all. What the Sun square Saturn is pointing out is that when you base your value in being worthy of love on what you accomplish, that is the Sun square Saturn. That is highlighting for us the fact that you were created, and that is enough. You are love. You are worthy of love, no matter what you achieve or what perhaps you don't achieve. So have at it. Reach for the stars. Saturn goes to the top of the mountain. Have your goals and your accomplishments, and it's fun to set a goal for yourself and then see if you can do it. That is not the Sun square Saturn. It's basically knowing that you don't have to earn anybody's love and feeling that you are worthy of love. You were born with it. You have it inherently in you. Let the pressure, release the pressure that you put on yourself to accomplish so much so that you will finally be worthy of being loved. Let that lie, let that false belief go. You are worthy of love because you exist, because you are here. The feeling you have I accomplished enough to be loved? It's the feeling that you want to go after and target with the Sun square Saturn. meaning the feeling of you knowing and feeling, of course I am worthy of being loved. Monday, the moon's day, June 23rd, know that you are allowed to change your dream at any time and how many times you like. What's happening today is that we have the sun in Cancer making a square aspect to Neptune in Aries. The sun square Neptune in cardinal signs of the zodiac, Cancer and Aries. This is, let's get something new started. Let's initiate and lead into a new dream. During the course of your life, during different ages, different stages, one dream you've had for yourself will run its course, and then you've outgrown it. So the sun square Neptune is saying, if you've made it known that this was your dream, your goal, and you did the dream and the goal, or even if you are still doing the dream and the goal, you are allowed to change your vision, your dream for the future. There are many chapters in life at different stages. There are also many different kinds of dreams for your life. So if you've been in one career, for instance, and you feel like, I just don't want to do this anymore, I have a new dream of what you want to do. This sun square Neptune is saying, yes, it is time, because the cosmic energy highlights for us, puts a spotlight on different chapters and seasons of life where we've done the first dream, let's say, and we did it, we experienced it, we loved it, but now a new dream is about to be born. Sun square Neptune. Do not put the restrictions on yourself as far as, well, what will others think or say if I change the course, the path of my life, because I now want to initiate a new dream for yourself. This can happen many times in life. Some people may have one dream or vision for their life and they just stick with it through a lifetime. But if you are feeling that urge, that sense with the sun square Neptune, that you've lived the dream you've been dreaming and creating, and now it is time to initiate something new with the cardinal signs of the zodiac. You're just not feeling it anymore. The original dream, you've outgrown it, and that Neptune in Aries is a lot of how we are reconstructing, redefining the sense of I am, the key words for Aries. Then you have more than a right and then some to change your dream. Change your dream as much as you want. Do many different things in life because different things are your dream. Do not restrict yourself with this cosmic power, feeling like that you are obligated. That's the Saturn square the sun, how we started off the week, that you are restricted or obligated or basing your self-worth not only on what you accomplish, but just sticking with one thing only if your heart is just not in it anymore. You are allowed, we are allowed to dream many different dreams in life. This is the sun square Neptune. We and the cosmos are always in a state of becoming. Things are moving and changing all of the time. This sun square Neptune is very exciting with the blending of water and fire, Cancer and Aries, in the sense of feeling very passionate. This is the blending of water and fire, feeling very energized and on fire and passionate and excited about creating your new dream. Tuesday, Mars's Day, June 24th, connect to your self-sufficient God self. The cosmic superpower on this Tuesday is the sun in Cancer, making a conjunction to Jupiter exalted in Cancer. You were created having everything inside of you that you need. You were created in total self-sufficiency, in the sense of there isn't anything outside of you that you need to complete you, to be whole. The sun, the soul's expression, is eternal. Jupiter, exalted in Cancer, keeps going and going and going without any limitations and boundaries. Sun conjunct Jupiter is also the confidence, the belief with no doubt that you are limitless, that not only were you created whole and have everything you need inside of you to be complete. This Sun conjunct Jupiter in Cancer is taking place during the dark side of the moon, right before the new moon moment, which means the darkest hour is just before dawn. Whatever you may have gone through in your life, whatever you may be going through in your life right now, this Sun conjunct Jupiter taking place right before the new moon is that knowing, that confidence, that belief that you have everything and then some that it takes to see it through, whatever you may be going through. You are complete and whole, created that way within yourself. Jupiter exalted in Cancer is believing and having faith in yourself. And once you have that, there is nothing that will stop you. Wednesday, Mercury's Day, June 25th. No matter what, trust your own intuition and natural instincts first. The cosmos just keeps blessing and gifting us over the top abundantly. Just say, thank you. We have the moon in Cancer making a conjunction to Jupiter exalted in Cancer, and then the moment of the new moon at 4 degrees Cancer, when the sun and the moon line up together, getting ready to be off and running on its new lunation journey. After the exact moment of the new moon, we've got the moon in Cancer making a sextile to Mars in its joy in the sign of Virgo. This is just such beautiful astrology, too many blessings to count. But as far as trusting your own intuition and your own natural instincts first, with the moon in Cancer at home, where she is in her castle and has everything she needs, all of the resources are there to do what it is supposed to do, which is to be intuitive, to feel, to care, to trust your own natural instincts, how you are feeling, and how that never steers you wrong when you believe and trust in it. The moon in Cancer making this conjunction to Jupiter exalted in Cancer is not only the ocean of emotion, but it is just the flow of creativity and emotion and feeling. Just a beautiful thing that just keeps going and going and going with Jupiter exalted in Cancer. Then the exact moment of the new moon at 4 degrees Cancer is the awareness of the moon taking the full light and consciousness of the sun being reflected in you, to you, through you. With this 4 degree Cancer new moon is the light shining from the sun and the moon mirroring back to us the light and awareness of the sun. How first and foremost at a foundation you are an intuitive, knowing, emotionally intelligent being. This new moon in Cancer is a Kazimi new moon, which comes from the Arabic. It means in the heart of. So the moon in Cancer going to the heart of the sun in Cancer is the core, the heart of it all. With the two lights, the two luminaries, the sun and the moon, reflecting, showing the power of your feelings and emotions. Thursday, Jupiter's Day, June 26th. Remember to look at the big picture. Mercury, the planet of thinking, the mind, and communication, moves into fixed fire Leo today, Leo being ruled by the sun. Mercury in Leo is looking at the full scope, the bigger picture of any decision, any situation that you may be in. For instance, let's say you're deciding to move. Well, instead of just looking through a narrow lens of picking the place and moving, there is a bigger scope about moving. Who will the neighbors be? What will the environment be like? How does it affect the family and the friends that you have close to you? There's a full big picture and scope to every decision we make, no matter how tiny and small the decision seems to be. This is everything from love, romance, your friends, your family, your career, just all of it. Whatever you're going through, whatever there is that needs to be decided, whatever changes you're making or not making, the Mercury in Leo, which is ruled by the sun, and the sun shines the light and the consciousness on a decision, a situation. Leo sees the the full scope, the bigger picture. What does all of this mean for everybody and everything that is involved with not only what you're deciding, what you are communicating, what you want to say, all things Mercury. Mercury wants to communicate, which means to connect. Communication is to commune, to connect. So what is the big picture here, the full scope of how and what it is and where you want to connect and communicate with Mercury in Leo? Mercury in Leo is also sunny. It's the sunshine, it's happiness, it's humor. Mercury in Leo is also very playful. With Mercury in Leo, connecting to your inner child that wants to have some fun. Allow yourself to do this. Wherever the Mercury in Leo is transiting through your personal astrology chart, which is based on your birth date, time, and place, whatever house, whatever section of your life and chart Mercury in Leo is transiting through, remember, take a bigger look at what is going on in that department of your life. Also, try not to take it so seriously with Mercury in Leo and let your inner child come out into the sunshine and play, laugh, and have some fun. Also, whether you think of yourself as a creator or not, remember to create something. A French writer once said, creativity is childhood revisited. It's spontaneous. It's fun. It's not structured. It's not limited. It's you playing with a sense of humor, allowing your inner child to come out and play and see what gets created from that. Friday, Venus's Day, June 27th. Don't waste your breath. On Friday, we have the moon entering fixed fire Leo, and then the moon in Leo makes a conjunction to Mercury in Leo, fire trine flow to Neptune in Aries, and opposition to Pluto in Aquarius, and then Mercury in Leo makes a fire trine flow to Saturn in its fall placement, Saturn in Aries. What all of this cosmic superpower is about is that somebody is going to be getting up on a soapbox and going off in a tangent and needing to be right, and needing to show Leo how right and self-righteous they are. You have a choice here because you have the power, which is you can make the choice to take the hook and get dragged into the very over-the-top dramatics and theatrics with these energies today, or you can simply walk away and not get dragged into the drama. Fixed fire Leo with the moon conjunct Mercury in Leo is just going to go on and on and on. Have you ever had a conversation or tried to have a conversation with someone in your life, work, personal, whatever it may be, where you just know you've gone around and around and around the same discussion endlessly, and it simply isn't going to change? You can end up with all of the fire draining you of your energy, drying up your emotion, because the fire dries up the water of emotion, and find yourself depleted in the sense of, are we having this same conversation yet again? And at the same time, you know it's all performance with the moon conjunct Mercury in Leo. You have the choice on Friday, Venus's Day, to take care of your emotions, which is what all of this fire is drying and depleting you of. So self-care, meaning self-care in the sense of protect how you feel, protect the flow of water, your emotions and feelings, by not plugging into whatever the theatrics may be, and there will be performance theatrics, and don't take that hook. Because we do have the moon, which is expressing emotion, conjunct Mercury, which is writing and trying to see the big scope of everything with Mercury in Leo. Instead of depleting your energy through a discussion, you may want to write things out privately, moon conjunct Mercury, Mercury being the writer, and then present the truth of how you feel in writing, in a letter, in a note, a text, however you do it, where what you're trying to communicate is calm, level-headed, because you've taken the time to write it out and present something that way. This is an option always, but especially on this Friday, Venus's Day. Saturday, Saturn's Day, June 28th, connect to the leader in you, your leadership abilities. As we close out the week this Saturday, we have Mercury in fixed fire Leo, making a fire trine flow to Neptune in Aries, which is the boss, the leader. Aries initiates a new season. It's trailblazing, innovative, and takes charge. So with this Mercury trine Neptune in Aries, how you're thinking with the moon in Leo is not only looking at the big picture, the full scope, but also the truth of what it is that you really want to express. Leo is the sun, so the creative, expressive outlet of how you want to be in charge and in charge of something that you are creating in your life, because it's your art, it's your creativity. With this fire trine flow to Neptune in Aries, this is having the courage to not only take the lead, be the leader in your life and in your creativity, but because it's fire, the fire element means take action, say yes in a very brave way. Leo and Aries, you are the boss of what you are the boss of, meaning what you are trailblazing in your life and initiating and leading into in your life. So somewhere in your life, whether you are a boss or not in the workplace or the office, this Mercury trine Neptune in Aries is saying, be the boss of what it is yours to take charge and be the boss of, especially when it comes to creative light illumination, the element of fire, something new and fire, exciting and enthusiastic for you, something that speaks to your spirit, your soul. Enthusiasm is Greek, anthos, in spirit. So take charge of that, because you are the boss and the leader of your spirit and your creativity, where your soul wants to lead you. In your life, you need to be in charge, the leader of something. Even if you're not a cardinal sign of the zodiac or have a lot of cardinal placements in your chart, there's at least one area of your life where you need to be the boss, the leader. I get the biggest kick when I have astrology clients that are parents, when they call me up and they have 2 cardinal sign children that are always fighting over who is the boss in the family. What I advise to the parent that calls me for a reading is to give each child something different to be in charge of. Meaning, let's say one child decides what the snack will be tonight, and then the other child decides, well, this is the movie we will watch and see. In other words, very simple, child-appropriate things that each child knows. I am the boss of this, and no one defies my authority. And then you have 2 children that can have harmony and get along much better than if you have the situation that I hear all the time, which is a parent trying to figure out, well, how do I bring 2 boss babies, 2 cardinal signs of the zodiac, how do I bring this in to balance and harmony within the family when both children at the same time are trying to be the boss? You can work it out with children and adults, especially adults, by giving each adult something that they are the boss in and about. So with you, as we close out the week, just know there is a component in you that needs to be the boss, the leader of something in your life. And because it's fire, that's typically illumination and creativity. Thank you, everyone. Have a fabulous week. I will see you all in the stars.